My name is Tim Midkiff, and what I do for a living is I'm a sports outreach director for Eastland Church of God. It goes from season to season, whatever sport we're in. Right now we're in our upward season, so I come in probably at 3 o'clock in the evening, and I do all my office work, contact my refs, my volunteers, my coaches, and then set up for the evening practices, and they run from 6, 7, and 8. And my day probably ends 9:30 or 10 o'clock. The type of training I received was probably mentor with my predecessor, Jeff. He took me under his wing, kind of showed me the ropes. I've been doing this for 16 years, but I've been actually in the administrative role for only probably 10, but he took me under his wing and showed me how to do things and how to run the program. Common challenges that I experience would be getting volunteers. It's really hard to get volunteers these days just because everybody's busy doing their own thing. And right now, this season of COVID, keeping everybody safe, keeping the balls clean, keeping the areas clean, and keeping everybody safe. What makes Upward unique is that we don't care about the wins and losses. We care about the player. To steal from Calipari, it's the player first. It's not about the wins. It's not about the losses. It's about learning the game and loving the game first. The number of volunteers that I have kind of ranges from year to year. This year we have 170 players and 12 cheerleaders. So I have one cheerleading coach, and I have 15 basketball coaches. And then on top of that, I have probably 6 volunteer refs. The skills that I look for in a volunteer would be, well, they have to be passionate about what they do, passionate about the player, about the game, passionate, just a passionate person. They also have to be on time. On Saturdays we run our games, and if you're showing up 5 minutes late, that makes our games run later in the day, and parents don't like that, and players don't like that. If you're interested in becoming an outreach director or sports director or someone in sports, just get plugged in. Just get plugged into your local YMCA or your local church, Upward program or Ryan Third program, and just get plugged in and volunteer. And see if you like it, get passionate about it, and see if you can work your way up. And that's what I did.